For those of you who started your LLC this year, I want you to stop right now and ask yourself this question. Should you make an S election? Have you crossed that threshold where you made enough money to form an S election? Well, in this video, I am going to give you 5 things to consider. Before we jump in, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get after it. LLCs can drive high self-employment tax. Self-employment tax is at 15.3% tax that is on top of income tax. It's on top of federal income tax. It's on top of state income tax. Self-employment tax is Social Security tax and Medicare tax combined. So if you made, for example, $50,000, your self-employment tax is going to be about $7,500. And tax deductions do not help to wipe out self-employment tax. Tax credits do not help to wipe out self-employment tax. You're still going to have to pay your self-employment tax. So make sure you're ready for that big tax expense. When you are an LLC, you have limited tax flexibility. That means that whatever your net profit is, you're going to get a K-1, you're going to report it on your income tax return, and that is how it is going to go. You're not going to be able to make any other deductions once that K-1 is issued out to you. So it's very important for you to understand that if you decide that you want to maintain yourself as an LLC, you are an LLC making sure that you follow all the proper protocol as an LLC owner and not just half doing it. So make sure you understand you're going to have minimum tax flexibility. LLC owners do not have corporate tax benefits, especially if your LLC is set up to file Form 1065 or Form Schedule C. There are no corporate tax benefits. And by corporate tax benefits, I mean you're not going to be able to write off your health insurance. You're not going to be able to take certain deductions through your LLC. Most people that form corporations, C Corps or S Corps, they're doing that because they want to get good benefits. But as an LLC owner, absolutely not. You're considered self-employed, you have earned income, and you're not going to be able to write off your 401k through your LLC. That's not the way that it goes. So make sure you understand the benefits that you can get by having an LLC or not get, right? LLCs have difficulties in attracting investors. Why is that? Because as an LLC owner, you cannot utilize Regulation D. Write that down. Reg D deals with having investors invest in your business. Reg D deals with being able to take your business public on the New York Stock Exchange. When you are an LLC, you're doing private placement things. You are not doing actual investors with legitimate private placement memorandums and getting people to invest in your business that way. It's all private. It's not regulated like you think it is. So realize if you want to get investors, if you want to get somebody to buy that business, if you're looking for the big partners to come in with the bazillions, you do not want to be an LLC. LLCs have complex state tax laws. There are 50 states and 1 U.S. government. When you are setting up an LLC and you have to determine how you're going to file at the state level. For example, if you set up an LLC in Nevada, Nevada doesn't have state income tax. If you set up an LLC in California, California requires you to file an income tax return. If you live in California and set up an LLC in Nevada, you're still going to file a foreign LLC return in the state of California. I know Nevada doesn't have state income tax, but I told you from the very beginning, state tax laws as it pertains to LLCs are complex. Don't start messaging me talking about, but what if I set it up in Delaware? What if I set it up in Wyoming? They don't have state income tax. Do you live in Delaware? Do you live in Wyoming? If you don't, then you're going to have to file a state income tax return where you live. That's right. That's how it goes. LLCs have complex state tax rules. If you're looking for more specific information on when you should switch from an LLC to an S Corp, I have a video on that. Just click on this link and you will be able to watch that video as well. Now, I told you 5 reasons why you want to decide whether or not you should go from an LLC to an S Corp. I talked about limited tax flexibility. I talked about minimal corporate benefits. I talked about difficulty in attracting investors. And I talked about complex state taxes. Let's face it, people. Based on the comments I know you're going to leave, it is not about LLCs not being a proper business for you. It's about an LLC being a proper business for you at the right time, at the right amount of profit, at where you are in your business, at where you are financially. And here's the thing, I can figure it out for you. That's why I'm going to drop a link where you can click and have a meeting with my team, and we can make sure you're making the right decision, because we can't afford not to. Now that you know better, you absolutely have to do better. That is why I want you to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of this wealth building information.